fantastic. Looks like we're ready. I don't mean to interrupt like that, but I appreciate the fact that you yield. Fantastic. Where is Maddalena? I summoned thee.
Here I am.
There you are. Fantastic. How are things coming?
Pretty good.
Yeah. It, I hope that you are relaxed and not too concerned about doing this little exam.
I was very nervous earlier, but I think I've memorized everything unless I forgot something to memorize. So,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Good, good. Let's get through it then.
All right.
Um, Turn to page 82, and I just want you to notice. I know
Hmm.
this is some of the sentences in exam A are good, some in B are good. So I'm going to
Okay.
flip back and forward because a couple of those sentences are garbage. Go to page 82, and before we begin, I just want you to
Hmm.
see on page 82
Ah,
all of the different tenses that you've learned
yeah.
and moods
Hmm.
right there. So look at page 82. You've got your present, your
Hmm.
imperfect, your future, your
Yeah.
aorist, your perfect, your pluperfect. I'm just going down the list. Then you've got
Hmm.
your present subjunctive and your aorist subjunctive. Then you've got
Yeah.
your present optative and your aorist optative. And then three infinitives that we've had, that present, aorist, and perfect. Okay, I just want you to see that and to know that those are the forms that you're going to have in your head. You could
Yeah.
produce those on an exam if you
Hmm.
wanted to. But you're going to, we can test those with these sentences anyway. So on page
Okay.
83,
Hmm.
number one, and here's what you do, you just read it out loud and then
Okay.
you take your time translating it. And when you get it
Okay.
to the point, you talk through it. And when you get to the point, give me a final version, and just
Okay.
take your time. And I am not going to bother you, but I am here for
Okay.
questions. Go
All
ahead.
right. All right. Ara tein tes demokratias psukein lucet e hinaton polemon paus osin pau, pausosin hoi anthropoi.
Great, great. Now just keep going. Just take your
Okay.
time.
Do you want me to work through it out loud?
Yes, unfortunately
Okay.
for you,
Okay.
I want you to do it out loud. In an exam in class,
Okay.
I'd never do
Yeah.
it. I'd never do that. But yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna be looking for the verb and it's lucet, right? Um, from luo, and then the other verb is um pausosin, right? Okay. Yeah. And and then I have to think of what form it is. So it would be mm, it would be future um indicative, um I believe, and the in the second plural. So it would be um uh you release or destroy. You will, sorry. you um you will be releasing, I believe. Okay. Anyway, and then I am going to note the endings for the nouns and kind of try to figure them out real quick. Uh, um, and so the Demokratios, I believe, is um, genitive, and so it'd be like from or from like yeah. Okay. And then the psuchane is in the accusative, I believe. Um, yeah. So that would be the direct object. And then ara is the posing of the question. And then the hina is the in order that. And then I'm just going to go to the other verb, which is pausosin. And then osin, usi with a movable new. So it would be the um, mm,
For the voices in your head as you're sitting there calculating,
uh-huh.
listen to how much Maddalena is calculating, how much
There's a lot
she
to
is.
calculate here, but
Yeah,
it's
right?
just there's just a lot
Fantastic.
to go through. Um, uh,
You're doing great.
uh,
Keep it up. Take your time. Keep it up.
well, this I know it's some sort of aorist because it's got the sigma, but I just have to find which part it's in. Word. So, we'll see. So it'd be the third plural with the new, right? So then let me write that out for a second. So it'd be the to make. So it'd be mm, mm, that they may make stop. That they may have made to stop. Okay. Because okay, let me so it's air is subjunctive and the third plural, right? I think. Okay, and then hoi anthropoi uh it would be So, uh, um, so it'd be sorry. I don't know why that took me so long. That would be data. Okay. Um,
There's no rush, so take your time, finish your
okay.
calculations. It's like one
Uh-huh.
big physics problem, right? And you got to do all your
Yeah.
calculations,
And then you gotta
get it
fit it
all
all back
right,
together.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Read it to yourself a couple of times, think about it, and,
Hmm.
go for it.
Okay. All right. Let me finish up real quick.
The voices in your head are saying they're calculating it too, right? So realize you just imagine there's 30 people around you and I'm not talking to you and you're sitting there. So let me not distract you.
Okay.
Enjoy. And by the way, every person comes out of a Greek exam sweaty, so don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't look at the chat, Maddalena, because they're
I'm
discussing it in the
not.
chat. Yeah.
I'm
Right. Guys in the
ignoring
chat, don't
everyone.
don't don't chat answers.
I can't
We can
see.
talk about it as soon as she gives her answer, then we can talk about it. Fantastic.
Um, okay. Oh, I missed a word. Okay. Um,
Let it be known to everybody that a week ago we were talking about letters and how to get letters. And now we have a complex compound sentence in front of us. Okay, with a lot of nuance, and we have to make the right calculations. When you go into an exam in classical philology and university, you're going to get just a few sentences at this point, right? That's the thing. So look what it does to a person. It really look. Do you feel comfortable? How do you feel? Right, right. Okay, go
I
ahead.
feel
Are you
sweaty.
close to?
Okay, yeah,
Are you
I
close?
think I'm
Okay,
good enough.
okay.
So
What's your translation?
so I'm saying, will you be releasing from the democracy of the souls in order that they may I realized I messed up something.
Yep, you can go back and you can change something.
Oop. They may have stopped the people of war.
Okay. Are you ready? Here's what I do. I go through. Is that your final
Yeah,
answer? Do you want to clean anything
yeah.
up?
No.
Okay.
That's all I got
Here's
for
here's
now.
what we do. We go word for word. Good. You recognized it was a question, ara,
Hmm.
and you put that future tense in there right away. Luceta, right? Will
Yeah,
you destroy?
yeah,
Then you used your you used your case here, your genitive case here for demokratias,
yeah,
and you kind of stumbled a little bit there.
yeah.
Okay. So will you destroy tain psychein, the soul
The soul
of
of
the
democracy. Okay.
democracy? Good. Or of
Yeah,
democracy is fine.
yeah.
Right? Will you
Uh-huh.
destroy the soul of your democracy?
Okay.
Good. Now do the purpose clause again in order that what?
Hmm. In order that they
Mm-hmm.
may
Good.
have made to stop to
Mm-hmm.
stop um the people or well, I know that the accusative is the war, but
Mm-hmm.
okay, right. So the
Right.
people uh, of the war,
The
from the
people are
war,
in what the people are in what case there? Hoi anthropoi. What case is that?
dative.
Nominative, genitive, dative, or accusative?
Dative, right?
No, it's a nominative. It's a
Ah,
nominative, right? So
oh
it's
man.
the
Okay.
it's the subject of pausosin in order that the
The
people
people.
may stop the war.
Okay. That would make more
Okay?
sense then. Uh-huh.
Okay, fantastic. Number two, you'll get your whole grade here in a minute. Number two, can you go to number three on the same page? This is page 83,
Hmm.
number three. Okay,
Okay.
same thing. Read it out and start digesting. If you don't want to be so oral with the
Hmm.
comments, back off a little bit. You can be a little
Okay.
more silent.
All
Okay,
right.
let me know. The comments are good for me because I grade you based upon what I'm
Mm.
hearing, how much percentage you're clicking or not clicking. Okay,
Okay.
that's the
Uh-huh.
that's the only reason I like to hear them.
All right. Peritu polemu erapsa hostein erenen aretei fulaxian fulaxian. All righty. So fulaxian is what I mess with first, and It's I automatically know that it's air air aorist optative and lux. Yeah. And so it would be mm, it would be third person plural. Let me go. Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be it would be um I. So it would be he, she, it. No, that doesn't feel right. So gosh. Mm-hmm. Well, I thought it was third plural. So I'm gonna write that for now, which is light and ready to pull a graph sustain air in. So a grapsa is to it's the other verb and it is so so it would be the third principal part and a grapsa. So okay. And it would just be it would be aorist indicative in the aorist okay aorist indicative first person singular. So that would be I write and Perry is around, right? Around the war. I write around the war. About the war, concerning the war. So I write, wait, but to podemos is, oh, yeah. In order that the piece, in order to, um, to guard in order that uh interesting. Okay. So it's and they might guard. Oh, with excellence, the peace, the peace with um, oh, gosh. Almost there, almost there. Okay. Alrighty. Uh, so that would be the there, and then this would be so with okay, I think that part's right or about right, and then mm, mm, so I'm gonna say that is this. Oh, okay.
You feel like you got it?
I, I think I do a little, but maybe. Oh man.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I've
That's your,
so I write wait, I forgot something real quick. Never mind. Something. I forgot to think about. Okay, my bad. Uh, Writing. I okay. Okay, my bad. I wrote.
okay, good.
I wrote um concerning concerning of the war in order that they might guard. They might it's Iris, so it'd be past tense. So they might have guarded with excellence the peace. Does that
Oh,
sound
almost,
oh
almost perfect.
almost okay?
Almost perfect. That was just a little wobble on the dismount. That's all.
It's
Almost.
the oh yeah, okay.
So look at the purpose clause. The only thing I really want to
Uh-huh.
correct is the purpose clause.
Okay.
In order that They now
Mhm.
fulaxeon, is that subjunctive
Fluoxetine.
or optative?
It's optative, right?
Okay. And it's when it's optative, we translate as might,
Yeah, they might.
right? Without any tense. You don't have to put any tense. They
Oh, so
might
they
have
might guard.
nothing. There you go.
Oh, okay. Then I was
Right.
right in the first place.
Mhm.
That's what I had before.
Yes, yes. See, that's why
Okay.
it's helpful. That's why it's helpful for me to listen to your
Yeah.
calculations because then I know
Okay.
which way you're going. Good, good, good. And yeah, concerning the war, about the war, either of those is fine,
Hmm.
right? Good.
Okay.
And you recognized egrapsa in its tense, right? Perfect.
Yeah,
That's
I remembered what it was and then I forgot to write it down. So yeah.
right. That one, if your other one was in the range of an 88, this one would be in the range of a 98. Okay.
Cool.
Because it was
Nice.
just a tiny bobble on the might, right? When you're translating
Yeah.
may or might, forget about tense. Just translate the may or
Okay.
might.
Well,
Good.
that's easier to know.
Yeah. Didn't it feel, and some of them are some of those physics, problems are going to be easier on the exam than the other ones.
Hmm.
But this is the equivalent in difficulty because it's a compound. It just has fewer words, but it
Yeah.
perfect exactly the same difficulty as your first. So
Yeah.
don't think that it's, you've got to realize I'm gauging things like that in my brain,
Yeah.
right? Look at
Okay.
look at number there it is. Look at number 5.
Okay.
Look at number 5. I want you to do
Hmm.
this one next, and I want you to bear in mind that this sentence is a good example of word order means nothing in Greek. So
Okay. Great.
um, go for it. Take your time now, and
Hmm.
do exactly the same thing you did last time. And
Hmm.
I will shut up. Go for it.
Okay. Eistein Homeru Oikian Biblia Epimpom sin hopos kai ten pulen ten tes nusu paidewit. Okay, well, we'll do that then. So epimpom sin and paideus say. Um, so that is that one's aorist and indicative, right? Wait. Yes. Wait, no. Okay. I'm gonna say that one is I'm overthinking it. Okay. Um oh it's um, I'm just gonna go through it in my brain. Um sorry. Um just going to the other verb for this for a second because I'm bothered. Okay. Paideusai. It's it's up. Oh, I was right the first time. I just got messed up by the movable new. Sorry. Um, and I'm so silly. Okay. First was a. Oh no! God, I keep second guessing myself, and yeah. Okay. But I know it's
Yeah,
because
let
of
me let me
the ps, and I know it's like the principal part,
let me
but then I still haven't connected that in my brain
don't second guess yourself.
yet. Okay.
Worst thing in the world, don't second guess yourself.
Okay. All right, then I'll just go with that. Um, all right, then it's okay. Just start from scratch. By Deusai. What is it? I'm gonna do see. What is it? I'm gonna do. Is it? I'm gonna do see. Um, um, I, um, all right. Well, this one I can't figure out the verbs to save my life right now. Um, uh,
Yeah, the verb. What is that thing, huh?
yeah, right. Um,
Ask yourself before you give up. Ask yourself the question, does it have anything that makes it look like it's different? Like, can anything that'll tell me what tense it is? Like,
well,
does it,
I know that I
you
mean
know
like
that? Oh, you
I
do.
know the epsilon and the psi like show me that it's um
Is that a
like
psi?
or oh it's a phi, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a phi.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Um,
do you have a fix on its tense?
well, I thought it was um I thought it was Arist, but I now I don't think it is because then I thought Pi Dave Psi was Arist, and then I'm like, well, then that can't be. And then I have to
Does
go
ep
through it in my head, and I can't remember how things are spelled sometimes.
does that look like an aorist ending on the end of epipomphane? Does that look like an
No,
aorist?
no,
No, it doesn't.
no, because it's not I or
Uh-huh.
A. So it's
Try to think back to the word
uh-huh.
the first principal part of that word, and then try to remember those principal parts because that'll tell you what tense that is.
Okay.
Keep
Um,
jogging your brain.
well, I I know it's the third principal part, but I don't know how to relate the principal parts to the tenses. um,
So give it your best. Give it like the
yeah.
best. You know, when you're
Okay.
in a position like this, you got to take an educated guess. Try to
Yeah.
make
Okay.
it work. Try to make it work together.
Okay. All right. Let me just take a chill for a second. Um,
You know what? We've got a gallery too, so I will give you one voice from the gallery to
oh,
tell you
uh,
to tell you it's called call your voice.
oh, call a friend.
Yeah, call a friend.
Oh,
Ask one of these voice friends in your head. Ask them what the tense of epipomphane is.
all right. Who knows that?
That's
All right.
third person sing. That's third person singular with a movable nu.
Yeah. Yeah. But
What's the tense, Cruz? What's the
yeah.
tense? Present,
Uh,
Im-
Is it
imperfect,
pl
future. What is it? Aorist, pluperfect, perfect. What is it?
I believe it's imperfect. Yeah, I believe it's
uh,
imperfect. I don't know.
Okay, that was your
oh
friend
no.
call.
I don't.
That was your friend call.
All
You're
right, let me
welcome
just
to use that. You're welcome to use that, Maddalena, if you want.
well,
Okay.
okay. Well, hold on.
Now
Let
I'm
me
going to be
just
quiet until you give your final answer, okay?
okay, hold on. Let me just go through it in my brain until I get the answer because I know it's in there. Um, O-S-A, 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 O-S-A. Oh, here we are. Wow. You're right. Okay, yeah, it's imperfect. It has the epsilon or yeah, prefix on it, and then it's a O is a with movable new. Is that right? Or I don't know.
That
Okay,
is
bim
that
bum.
is that your final answer?
Yeah,
Try to
that'll have to
translate.
do.
Just try to translate. I just want to hear a translation of that whole sentence. I don't care if you have to plaster over that
Oh,
verb
I mean,
for
I
now with
haven't got
whatever
there
you
yet.
think
Okay.
may work, but I want a
Okay. Well,
translation.
let me just do that first. Hold on. I haven't even got there. So, okay. Um, okay. Hobos. The double tane. Okay. I think I have something, perhaps. All right.
Okay, let's do this.
All right.
Go ahead. The first verb.
All right.
Look, people, wait, no, hang on before you do
Oh,
it, and this will give you just a second of cushion.
uh-huh.
I want everybody to notice the entire engine of the sentence is the verb, and we are having a problem with the verb. So
Hmm.
that's going to hold us up more than anything. When I tell you that the Greek is all about the verb, this is exactly what I mean. So beautiful. Okay, now I'll shut up and you just go when you need to go.
Okay. I'm still configuring so a couple things. All right. This is good enough, I guess. All right. Okay. I'm the book in Homer's house. Um, wait. In Homer's house, the all right, I'm sorry.
When your wheels slip,
Yeah.
go straight to the verb and just
Okay.
translate the main verb. Just translate the main
Okay.
verb to yourself
So
and see if that
I
makes any of this other stuff make sense.
he, she, it, we're we're sending? It doesn't make anything sense. Make sense. Okay. But yeah. The
Does Mother Greek have you by the gonads again?
yeah, okay.
Look, you just went through one that I could see it clicked in your head and you got it and you were like, oh, I could
Uh-huh.
see the joy. And then we got to number five and you got the crap beaten
She's
out
got
of
me
you
by the
again,
throat.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
she
Yeah.
taught.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do, I'm going to give you this on the verb, the main verb. That's a
Okay.
pluperfect. It's a third
Okay.
person singular. So he, she, or it had sent.
Had sent. Okay.
Yeah. Biblia
And
is the
so,
object. Biblia is the
yeah,
object. So
the book,
he
the
had
book.
sent
Oh, that
the
would, okay. So
books. Yeah.
the books
Good. Now
he
keep going.
had sent.
Where did he
So,
send them? Eistain oikian.
yeah, in the house
Mm-hmm.
of Homer.
Good. You
Okay.
see how just lining that verb up will help you to kind of push the train out of the
Yeah.
station. You know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah.
so he had sent books to the house of Homer. Now do
Uh-huh.
your purpose clause.
Okay. But what was bothering me is the road, Opos. That I don't know, that's throwing me off.
Hina,
And
that's Hina hos and hopos. That's your purpose
okay.
clause. It's just like Hina.
Okay. Oh, and order that. My bad. I was thinking
Yeah,
first.
good,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
good. Now keep going.
Okay. In order that he taught the from the island to the council is oh god.
Yeah, in order that he is an optative, I mean, I, right? An aorist optative.
Uh-huh.
So, in order that he
Oh,
might
no. Okay, might teach.
teach, good,
Okay. He
the
might teach the council
good, the
um
council of the what? The
of the
Nasos.
Nasos Island.
Okay, that was perfect, Maddalena. I want everybody, including you, Maddalena, to
Uh-huh.
sit there and soak up
The
for a minute
pain.
what we just did, right? So, in translating, you see how quick the nouns all slapped in there as soon as we got the verbs set up, right? That's going to happen. When you get stuck on a verb, it's going to ruin your whole sentence. It's going to stop your whole sentence. And you saw Maddalena there right after she came out victorious. You saw her struggle like that. It's principally and solely because of the verb. The verb in the sentence is the most important thing. I want you to focus on that verb. If you can get that verb accurately, you can
Hmm.
guess those other nouns. That's not a
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, like
You can
it's
intuitively figure
easier.
out those other nouns. Yeah, right. Right, good. So we're at the almost at the end of your exam, and I'm
Okay.
sure that you're very pleased about that. But go back to page 79.
Okay.
And on this one, I would like you to do. Oh, that one was terrible. That's one of the bad ones. Number five. And
Okay.
the reason I am giving you number five is because it has a min and a de clause. And I want you to have at least one exam question on a min and a de. If you remember
Okay.
yesterday, we were talking about how the min and the de works.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. This is going to be the hardest one you have. Give it a
Okay.
shot. When you're done, we'll tally your points and give you a grade. And
Okay.
I'd like to hear from the gallery a little bit how they're doing as well.
All right. So epipi oh sorry. Oh ho men homeros ton philon ep epipaideu kein hopos tuis deois thuin vote adelphos who. Okay. So we do have them in a day and then yeah, awesome. Okay. All right, so epipideucine is let me think a second. So it's um a pluperfect, and it would be uh um 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 a a a a a a amen ete isan. So it would be a that's the right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Which means what? Um means teach the had he she it had taught had. And where's the other one? Say when. And that means sacrifice. So when. Thoy. So is that one is that one is it is present optative. Yeah. And on um um army. Sorry. All right. Light. Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. But it's on one hand. Um, um, okay. And mhm. um, Um, uh, um, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, let me try this. Oh, okay. Let me try this.
Don't forget it's the hardest one you've had. So don't are
Okay.
you feel pretty good? Is it
I have two sentences that I wrote
okay?
what I
Okay,
thought it could be, but
let's hear it.
all right. Well, okay, so one of them is on the one hand, Homer had taught. Okay. Well, oh, this is the first one that I did. On the one hand, Homer had
Don't stop,
taught.
don't stop, don't stop.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
good.
sorry. Okay. On the one hand, Homer had taught in order that, on the other hand, the brothers might not sacrifice to the gods the friend.
Okay, what was your second?
The first one I did was on the one hand, Homer had taught the friend in order that um on the other hand, the brothers might not sacrifice
Almost, almost. Look, you
to the
there's just
gods.
one misstep. So stay with
All
that one.
right.
Stay with that one,
Okay.
right?
Stay with that
You're
one.
ex
Yeah.
you're
That was the
exactly
first one that
right.
I did. Okay.
You're exactly right. See, don't question yourself. On the one hand, Homer
Homer
had
had
taught his friend
his friend Yeah.
in order that
And in order that
thu oin, in order that he might sacrifice to the gods.
okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. In
Yeah,
order
he
that
might
he might
sacrifice.
sacrifice to the gods. Now, stop
Yes.
there. Stop there. Now you
Yeah,
get the
that's
deck
right.
clause. Now think about
No,
hode adelphos u, and you know that u just means not.
but
But his
not, yeah, but
yeah, there you go. There
yeah,
you go. You were just
but
gonna say it.
not the brothers.
Yes, but not his brother, right?
Okay.
Homer had taught his friend, right? But his brother didn't.
So when there's a men day, you don't have
Uh-huh.
to say on the one hand and on the other hand.
You can if you want to.
Okay, but it's not
It's entirely
necessary.
you don't have to. No.
Okay.
Homer taught his friend how to fly a kite, but his goddamn brother didn't, right?
Yeah.
That's the same on the one hand, on the other hand, construction.
Yeah. Okay.
So you really
But
don't
yeah.
have to say it's really a guide for you as you're learning how to use the construction. Now, that was a damn hard one, right?
Yeah.
Very
Uh-huh.
hard, and you hit it very well. I'm mostly happy about the fact that you got that verb, that the verb
Hmm.
clicked right from the beginning. That's the most
Yeah.
important
That
thing.
was help that made it a little smoother than the
Yeah.
others. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And people were writing in the
It was
comments, it's tough. It's a hairy sentence, right? It's tough, right? Homer had taught his friend in order that he might sacrifice to the gods, but his brother didn't, right? I mean, that's a whole bunch in there.
yeah.
So, okay. Post exam, how do you feel? How would you rate your performance? Give yourself a
Um
grade.
I think I did all right. I mean, I was not I got all of my like I was getting perfect, imperfect, and pluperfect all mixed up this morning, and I could not get it straight to save my life. So I've worked on that like all day long. So I don't know. But working on through the sentences was nice, and I like seeing it in front of me and trying it. Yeah.
That feeling that you got when you did that second one and it clicked and all of a sudden you're like, oh, holy shit, I can do this, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
You need to hold on to those moments because for every one of those, there's three gut punches that you're
Yeah,
like,
right.
ah, holy mackerel,
Yeah.
right? No, I'm serious. If I can have done this for 35 plus years and still get gut punched, right? Think about that for a minute.
Hmm.
Nobody should be able to gut punch me now. Oh yeah. I've got books right back there in Greek that I can give you
Hmm.
that you'll be like, wait a minute, none of this is in the introductory text. Right? What the hell?
Hmm.
So oh, hope I didn't break that. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. So don't put everything in perspective is what I'm saying. And when you have one of those
Okay.
moments of, oh my God, I can actually do this. I want you to protect that. That didn't hit him, did it? It didn't fall on him. His heady betty was over there. Good. Sorry, snakes are out. Um,
Oh.
yeah, right. Do you want to see Saturn? Here, put Saturn up to the camera
Oh, I
so
want to
people
see
can say
Saturn.
hi. Say hi to Saturn. Look the other way, buddy.
Oh,
Look, they're going that way. Look.
oh my God. Nice. Oh, well. Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. Say hi. Say hi. Ooh, such a sweet. Such a sweet snake. This is Saturn. He's so sweet.
Nice. That's
Like
awesome.
he gets all scared and he wants to hug you and he wants to put his face on your face. He's a super nice guy. Oh
Oh,
God. So okay, give yourself a number grade between one
a
and a
number
hundred.
grade. Uh, I don't know. That's hard to do that. I mean, I'd say that I did pretty bad on number the third one, but I tried and That's all that matters to me, I guess. I don't know a number grade.
Give yourself some
Okay, well the
credit,
reason
girl.
the reason the reason I ask you to do that is because I want these are really self-diagnostic exams. You
Yeah.
should be able to see exactly where you are. So for example, vocabulary. How did you do
Hmm.
vocabulary? I was not having to tell you vocabulary.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
get all of them. So,
That's a huge part, right? You've taken a third
mhm.
of the exam right there and aced it. Okay.
Yeah.
You should get about 5 to 8% for pronunciation, and that's it. Your
Hmm.
pronunciation was maximum. You were
Okay.
pronouncing words properly, right? You may not have realized it.
Hmm.
As you're sitting there translating the sentences, I can hear you going through the paradigms. I can hear
Hmm.
you repeating the parts of the verb. I can hear you trying to figure out what tense it is. And so I'm judging the whole time in that, right? Then we come to the sentences, and now it's the
Hmm.
fact of have you made all your calculations properly? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Have you done
Hmm.
this and have you reached that goal? I would give you around 92-ish. I would give you
Yeah.
somewhere in the low A range. And
Okay.
the reason I would do that in the low A range and not the high A range is because of the slippage with the verbs.
Hmm.
Just a little bit of we've got that subordinate purpose clause that you've got to get right. It's may or
Yeah.
might, nothing else. And
Hmm.
we've got to recognize that form. So
Okay.
if you had hit those verbs right away, it would have driven you up to about 95%. You know,
Cool.
I'm just giving you a ballpark, right? On
Hmm.
how I grade my exams. I'm impressed as hell that you're able to get above a 90 after only one fucking week.
Four
Okay.
days. Yeah.
I I don't know how much time you're studying on the side. I don't know what your formula is, but you have calculated it very well. If we can take you up another 5, 6% just
Mhm.
on the morphology, that's the one
Yeah.
place. If you and I were sitting in a university together, I would say it's the
Mhm.
morphology. You got
Yeah.
to work on your lats a little more, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Morphology. Get them. Go
Mhm.
over those patterns, those paradigms again, those nouns. Do it
Yeah.
again. Boom, boom, boom.
Hmm.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're strong. So fantastic. That's what I want. I
Oh,
didn't want you to
thanks.
get a. I didn't want you to get a B. I wanted you to
Yeah.
get an A, and you succeeded. So
Yeah,
this is the.
I would have not been able to do as well yesterday if I did it
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
It's time. You need the time, and
Hmm.
we're pushing the
Yeah.
time. Right? Did everybody
Hmm.
else who's here, as you took the exam or as you looked at it, can you kind of put yourself in, relation to how Maddalena is doing? Can you do that? Does somebody want to talk about
I
that?
got a D. I got a big fat D.
All
Nice.
right. Okay. Okay. Now you know what you need to work on. You saw what you struggled with as you sat there and watched her take the exam, and then you worked through
Yep.
it too. You saw what it was. Okay. Let me remind everybody this is Greek, and there's a reason people say, oh, it's all Greek to me. There's a reason you can just go on the internet and find articles, entire articles on why Greek is so goddamn hard. So, yeah, give yourself a pat on the back for having gotten to this stage. Okay. Um, Now, you're going to say, well, wait a minute. I've got some weakness on the endings of the verbs that I need to kind of firm up. Can we
Well, I
stop
mean,
and can we?
I'll work on it and you know.
Yeah, well, you may be thinking, can we stop and then firm it up? And no, no, no. That's the point, right? When I was
Yeah.
taking the same thing, when I was taking this intensive, now you know what you need to firm up. So go back
Yeah.
and be
Hmm.
lifting that little bit of extra weight,
Yeah.
but look what you're doing. Your
Hmm.
machine is working. We're getting
Yeah.
you to translate, and That's what's beautiful. I love it.
The
I love it.
more
Okay, let
the
me
more
give you
I work
the more
sorry.
you
And the
work
more
what?
I work through more sentences and stuff like that, through time, I think it'll also help
Yes.
through
I used to
experience.
tell I used to tell my students on the first day of Greek, I used to tell them, this doesn't matter how smart you are. You can just put that shit aside. Greek is all about time, all about
Mhm.
time. The more time you spend in the gym, the bigger you will get and the better equipped you will be. So, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, Maddalena, you nailed it. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, I'm going to
Thanks.
go take a break myself. Let's come back, reconvene. Oh, let's say in 30, because what I want to
Okay.
give you for the rest of the night is a reading of chapter 4, and we're going to jump into unit 5. Nothing,
Okay.
it's just completely cognitive.
Mhm.
I don't want you to worry. Your test
Okay.
is done. We're just going to talk through material. Oh, do you like this?
Okay.
Oh, do you like that? You haven't even read it yet, right? So we're just going to peruse and read a little Greek together. And I think that'll get us far enough ahead that we can start
Mhm.
next week with ending unit 5 and beginning unit
Okay.
6.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll see you in
Awesome.
30. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, Maddie, you did it.
Congratulations, Maddie.
Woo! Yeah. Awesome.
Congratulations.
Holy
Oh,
That
shit.
was my
thanks.
son telling you
Aw.
congratulations, Maddie.
Yeah. That's cool. Oh, he's here? All right. I'll shut up.
Hey, we'll chat.
Hey, you don't have to shut up. No, I was just listening to your story, Cruz. I find that
Uh,
compelling.
Yeah.
yeah. Jehovah's
I mean,
Witnesses are crazy, man.
it takes I think a lot of people obviously like Pentecostal, Jehovah's Witness, Snappy was Mormon, right? I think. Um I
Wow.
think those extremes kind of push you towards finding that. Yeah, I mean, they push the truth, and that's why we're here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Indeed.
Jehovah's Witnesses, those guys are tough, man. That breaking out of that is rough. Is rough. I was a
There's a
Baptist myself, but Jehovah's Witness I have a special kind of negative respect for, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because it's
their
gripping.
translation their translation of the Bible is like the worst. they throw they throw Jehovah in there so many times where it doesn't
Yeah.
belong, like Jehovah, Jehovah. But
I
there's a
I had
documentary on HBO about them right now.
I had neighbor show up and invited me to Jehovah's Witnesses. So he was so persistent I eventually went. And then they
Oh
just gave
damn!
yeah, then they just I was like, okay, fuck it. You guys are gonna keep bothering me? I'll go to, the group, sure. And I went in with my New Testament, and everybody in the entire congregation that saw me gave me a look of surprise, like, "Oh my God, right? Are
hmm
you gonna kill me
hmm
or something like that?" So it was very uncomfortable the whole time. It was like, at least the Baptists would be like, we recognize you're a sinner with your tattoos, you know what I mean?
hmm hmm
Right? But these guys were like prophetically afraid. Like, what's written? I had several ask me, what's written on your head?
Oh
Seriously?
gosh.
Seriously? Wow.
hmm
What do you think it is? Snappy, what were you?
I don't know if Snappy's here.
Oh, I thought Snappy was here.
I I was Seventh Day Adventist. I had just mentioned. I thought Snappy had said he came out of Mormonism, but was it Jehovah's Witness? I can't remember for sure.
I don't
I
know.
think that's what he said before, yeah.
Yeah,
Something worse. It's like a
I thought he
Canadian
was
movie.
like Catholic or something similar.
Yeah.
I grew up Lutheran. It
Oh,
was weird.
because being in the South, like my mom was Baptist and my dad was Lutheran, and so it was like I grew up with two conflicting views, which made me question it young.
Yeah.
And then Maddie, I will say, when you said Pentecostal, I was like 8 years old when I went to like that first like event, and I never had been so terrified. I'll never forget that, like because of speaking in tongues was just like as an 8-year old, and you don't expect it. I mean, what can you say?
They would rather speak in tongues than read the Bible in Greek.
That's right. That's right. That's
The
right.
worst kind of gaslighting.
That's right. And speaking of Greek, Maddalena, congratulations on your passing the exam. Now I'm going to show you something that will break you. Are you ready? Go to page 93. I really need you to concentrate on how to operate a conditional sentence. They tell you at the bottom of page 93, a conditional sentence consists of two statements. This could not be stated more simply and more perfectly. One makes an assumption if A, the other states a conclusion which follows from that assumption. Then B, right? If A, then B. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. New programming, right? Are you ready? The protasis is that if clause. It's that if clause in a conditional. The apodosis is the conclusion. Protasis and apodosis. So you have to know that there is a protasis and an apodosis in all of these conditional
Nice.
clauses. Okay, that's the architecture. Are you ready? They tell you the negative of the protasis is may, that of the apodosis ooh. So don't worry about that right now. What I want to do is jump down to the next paragraph that says 6 types of conditional sentences are presented below. There's 6 that we're going to learn. Let's just learn them. The first is called the future more vivid conditional sentence. Okay. Now, without looking at any of the Greek, because it's going to be confusing to start with, just go down to the English translation of the Greek sentence. Look at what it says. If he sends a messenger, they will stop the battle. If he does, they will do. If does, then will do. That is the simplest equation. That's cutting off all the fat, right? If does, will do. If somebody does something, somebody will do something. Good. That's called a future more vivid. Now, watch what happens, though. There's something called a future less vivid, and they're like sister constructions. Look at the English at the very bottom of the page. If he should send a messenger, they would stop the battle. This is a should would. Should would. If somebody should do something, somebody would do something, okay? Should would. That's it. Cognitively, I want you to tell me that cognitively you understand that.
If does, then will do. Should would.
Good. Fantastic. Okay, you're pressing forward quickly. I love it. Look at number 3 on page 95. That's a present general. Look at the English. If he sends a messenger, they stop. Right? If he does, they do. It's a does do instead of a does will do. It's called a present general. Does will do. Okay, now the fourth kind is a past general. Look, they're sisters. Just like the future more vivid and the future less vivid, the present general has a sister that's called a past general. So the present general is a does. What is the past general? If he sent a messenger, they stopped. If he did, they did. All right? Fantastic. Fantastic. It's a did. And they're writing that for you on the top of page 96 under what's called the translation formula. What's the translation formula for a past conditional? Right? Past general, did. Did.
All right.
Now,
That's
when you
great.
when you translate these things, you
Mhm.
are your instinct will be to try to translate it without using the formula, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That'll be the problem. And when you do it, you'll translate it improperly because the tenses will no longer make sense. They no
Yeah.
longer apply. Okay. So, what you
Okay.
have to do is you have to analyze the sentence as you read it to find out which one of these six conditionals is it, and then
Right.
apply the translation formula. Look at the number 5 on page 96. It's called a present contrafactual. We've got present contrafactual and its sister, past contrafactual. Look at its translation formula. Were, would. Were, would. If you were doing something, you would do something. Were, would. That is a present contrafactual. What's that past? Look at its translation formula. This is on page 97. Had, would have. Had, would have. Okay. So you have to know each of those types of conditionals. You have to be able to identify it so that you can then say, what is the translation formula? How am I actually going to translate this? So let's go back to number 1. And if this doesn't send you into sleepy time, probably nothing will. But look at the future more vivid, which its translation formula is a does will do. If somebody does, then somebody will do.
Mhm.
Look at the Greek finally. The protasis is going to be, that's your if clause. It's going to contain the word for if. And that
Oh,
word for
nice.
if here in Greek is eon. Eon. Okay.
Mhm.
Which, if you will notice, is just two vowels plus that movable nu. Yeah. That on, we're going to get a particle on in the future. We're going to get this thing, this weird on. Oh, here, let's just go find on. Eon is if, okay? Eon is
Mhm.
if. Eon angelon pimpe. Right? So eon
Mhm.
if pimpe. He sheer it sends angelon, a messenger. Paususin, here's your apodosis. Here's your conclusion. What's going to happen? This is your then clause, right? If he sends a messenger, they will stop the battle. Paususin, tein machen. Paususin, right? So, how do we know what to put there? How do we know what's going to put? Well, they tell you in the little chart above. The protasis of this future more vivid has to have an eon plus a subjunctive, right? That's why pimpe, right? Or pimpse, that's a present
Yeah.
subjunctive or an aorist
Mhm.
or an aorist. You can use either one there. And how do you know whether to use a present or an aorist? Well, guess what? It's all aspect, right? It's
Yeah.
all aspect. You're going to change the aspect when you switch between the present and the aorist. That's all.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Isn't it confusingly nice? It's all,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I'm getting it.
Okay, good, good. Look at number 2, future less vivid. What's its translation form? Should, would. So let's
Should
just
would.
look at the protasis. The protasis has an a, which is if again, just like on,
Uh-huh.
and it takes an optative. It takes an optative, right? The
Yeah.
apodosis, you have to have an optative plus an on. So we used to say future less vivid, a plus optative, optative plus on, should, would, right? They would make us chant that in the
Yeah.
intensive course. So, should, would, look at the Greek example, a angelon pimpoi. Just going to use the first one. If he, she, or it should send angelon, a messenger, ten machen pauoin on. Pauoyen, they would stop. hmm And what is the on doing there? It's just telling you, hey, dumb shit. I am a future less vivid conditional sentence, and you're going to translate me as should would. You're not, you see how you're not really translating on, right?
Uh-huh.
It's not like a word. It's not like a true word. It's
It's
telling,
just
yeah, go
assistant,
ahead.
and I was just gonna say it's guiding. Um,
Yes. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just like placement to signal that,
Yeah.
right?
It's it's going to signal you that you are in an optative world of shoulds and woulds and coulds. Right?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, page 95 with the present general conditional. Look, its protasis is an et on plus a subjunctive. Well, look, that's just like the future more vivid, right? Yes, it is. Its protasis looks just like it. What about its apodosis? It's just a present indicative. When you just have a present indicative in your apodosis, your then clause, you know that it's just a present general. That's all. Let's look at the example. E on angelon pimpe, right? So there's your subjunctive pimpe. If he, she, it sends a messenger, ten machen pausin. They stop fighting. They stop the battle, right? If he sends a messenger, they stop the battle, right? How do we translate that? It's a does. If somebody does something, somebody else does something. No problem. Present general, I'm sure you get, and I'm going to slow you down. So let's just do 96, the number 4 past general. What's this one? This is an A plus an optative followed by an imperfect. Now, this past number 4 and number 5. No, I'm sorry. Number 4, you'll notice I jumped ahead of myself. Look at the example for the past general. A angelon pimpoi, right? So we have our A plus our optative pimpoi. If he, she, it sent a messenger. If he sent a messenger, it's the past general. So it's got to be in the past, right? When we translate it in English. If he sent a messenger, ten machen epaon. They put an end to the battle. They stopped the battle. Epaon. That's pretty straightforward. That sounds pretty straightforward. It's just a did. Yeah, right? Did. Now,
Okay.
when you're in the trenches and you get one of these conditionals, like you'll see in just a minute, it's going to confuse you that it's in an optative, and you're going to want to take that if clause and you're going to want to put some kind of tense on it, right?
This is
Don't
great.
don't screw with that. Just memorize that A plus an optative followed by an imperfect is a past general that's a did. Translated did. Good. That's a lot to remember. Finally, this is what I was trying to jump to. Numbers 5 and 6, those sisters, those are the present contrafactual and the past contrafactual. And you'll notice that they have, look at both of their protasis. The first protases, excuse me, plural. The protasis is A plus imperfect indicative with number 5, the present contrafactual. Look at the past contrafactual, A plus an aorist. So all you did was change the tense. All you did was change the tense. What about the apodosis? Number 5 on page 96, the apodosis is the imperfect plus on. And on page 97, the past contrafactual is what? An aorist plus an on. Look, they're playing with us, right? One's an imperfect plus on, one is an aorist plus on. So the difference between the present contrafactual and the past contrafactual is the difference between an imperfect and an aorist. If we were doing something, we would do something. That's how that comes out in translation. Did you hear
Yeah.
that? The tenses are screwy. So don't
Uh-huh.
rely on the tenses. If were, would. That's present contrafactual. Past contrafactual, had, would have. If somebody had done something, then they would have done something else, right? But it's contrafactual, and the book points this out. Remember, those two contrafactuals are saying if somebody did do something, but they didn't, it's implied, but they didn't do it, right? If I had gone to the store, I would have bought groceries, but I didn't buy groceries because I didn't go to the store. That's what a contrafactual is. If
Okay.
I were, if I were more, no, I was going to say something silly. If I were to go to the store, I would buy groceries, but I'm not going to the store, so I'm not buying groceries. You see how it's contrafactual?
Yeah.
Good. What is your opinion of all of that?
Um, it's like it's like comparison almost. But it's also like cause and effect too.
Yeah, okay, good, 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 good. Exactly. You're going to get a certain thing that's going to happen. You're going to analyze it. It's going to produce this effect. Look at page 97. That summary, you should bookmark this page and forget everything you've ever learned except for what's in section 7. That's the summary of conditionals. Notice how it gives you the name and then it tells you what the protasis is and the apodosis, and it tells you how to translate them. The future more vivid is a does, will, do. Future less vivid, should do, would do. Present, does. Past general, did. Present contrafactual, were, would. Past contrafactual, had, would have. Okay? Now, wait a minute. Keep that chart sitting right there and run immediately to page 107 and look at number 1, sentence number 1 on 107. And I don't want you to try to translate this sentence. All I want you to do is analyze the sentence. I want you to tell me what kind of conditional this is. Look at number 1, eon. Uh-oh, it's got an eon,
Yeah.
right?
So it's
So, yeah. And what's the verb that's with the if clause? It's got to come before that. It's going to come before that comma, right?
yeah. So it's
Didoxosin.
so yeah.
So which is didoxosin? Is that a subjunctive or an optative? Yeah, it's a subjunctive, right?
Hmm.
So we have aon plus subjunctive. So go back to page 97 and tell me which
Yeah.
of these conditionals has an aon plus a subjunctive in the protasis.
Uh, well, the future more vivid, right?
Good. Future more vivid. What else?
Oh, and present general. So
And a present general. Good. Now look over at the apodosis of that future more vivid. And if that is a future more vivid, we're going to have a future indicative in its apodosis.
yeah. Oh, okay.
If it's
Never mind.
if it's the present general, right? If it's the present general, its apodosis is just going to have a present indicative. So we're going to get a future or a present. Which one do we get?
Present, right? No,
Grapse. What is grapse?
perhaps say.
Grapse.
Oh, it's to write, but it's
Yes. What are the principal parts of grapho?
oh oh, I don't know.
Then
Graph,
look them up. Look them up.
grapho, graph,
Go to yeah.
oh,
Grapso. Uh-huh.
grapso,
Uh-huh.
grapsa,
Good.
um, uh, uh,
Geographa.
Gregrafa, and then
Yeah.
it's Gegramai,
Good.
right? And
Good.
then uh, Gegraf, or wait, Egraf, or is it Egrafthane or Grafthane?
Good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fantastic. Oh
Yeah,
my
something like that.
God. Look at egg graphing, right? Go.
What is the
But by the way, go to the back of your book. I forgot to tell you this. Shame on me for taking so long. And I want you to go to page. Oh, yeah. Here, Chewy, go to the lexicon in the back. I don't know what page it's on.
No.
I think it's like 750-ish. Let's see. Okay. You can use the whenever you don't know, whenever you're like, shit, what are the principal parts of this verb? And you're like, is it graphane, egraphane? Was it theta? Which one is it? Where are you going to find that information? Because you need that quickly.
There's a
Go
chart.
to the
Oh,
go to the
it's
verb
like
chart.
six,
Six. Where'd you find it? First one there is the winner.
689. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh, it's or maybe not. I don't know.
how about here? I made it to the vocabulary. I'm not on that page, but go to 775-ish. Oh, can you guys see my screen? Boom. Okay.
Oh,
In,
nice.
yeah. See how you can look up? You've got a lexicon in the back of your book, and you can look it up. And here we've got grapho, because we're concerned about. I want to know, is this a graphane? Because that's what it should be. What happens with a phi and a theta when you put them together? Grapho, grapso, egrapsa. Gegrapha, gegramai, egraphane. Look at 8. It ate that little guy. Isn't that something? What happened
Nice.
to the
Okay.
theta? Yeah,
It got you.
it's gone. It's
I
gone,
can't believe
right?
it was overpowered so easily. Okay.
Yeah, it was assimilated. My
Yeah.
God. No, that's what they say. I'm not. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So go back to page 107 now and look at grapse. Grapse. And tell me, is that a present indicative or a future?
Um, yeah, it's a future.
Good. So if it's a future, and that's the apodosis, that's the then clause after the comma,
Uh-huh.
which is it? Is it a future more vivid or a present general?
It'd be a future more vivid then.
And what is the translation formula for future more vivid?
Um, um,
It's in that little box.
what it's like does will do, right?
Does, will, do. So go back to your sentences on page 107
Uh-huh.
and read with me. I want you to
Okay.
translate with me. On hai musai. If the muses,
Yeah.
now jump to your verb. If the muses what?
Uses
Didaxose.
okay.
Can you remember what didasco? No,
Um,
you haven't had didasco yet. You're
I
not
haven't
responsible.
had that yet. I
Teach.
don't know this vocab yet.
Teach. It
Sorry.
means to teach.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. If the muses teach the good poet well, eo is well. If the muses teach the good poet well, you see ton
Okay.
agathon poietein.
Yeah.
Okay. If the muses teach the good poet well, what happens? Grapse, he will write.
Yeah. He
Kalon
will.
biblion, a good book. Peri ton thus. Wait, what? Concerning about the sacrifices? Yes, which ones? The sacrifices in Agore, in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Right? So you hear how that's a does, will do? If the
Mm-hmm.
muses teach the
Yes.
poet well, he will write this
Yes.
stuff.
Okay. Nice.
You got it? Does that make
Uh-huh.
sense? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Good. That's it. That's all you're doing is you're looking at a sentence. As soon as you see it's got an on or an a in it, you say, fuck this. I'm going to identify what kind of conditional this is. You're not even trying to translate. Look at number 5. That's a plus what? A grapseon. What is
Yeah.
that?
100%. Um, Grazie. So that would
Yeah, go
be
back, flip back if you got to flip back to the.
oh
to the charts to find it. Graps.
Oh, I get it. Um, mine doesn't have like the full.
What your sentences or what?
For the grapsane, sorry. Um,
Okay. For Grapseon. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Let me just ask you this about Grapseon. Can you see it? Are you looking at the word?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that look subjunctive or optative?
Oh, it looks optative. Sorry.
Good. Good. It looks optative. So we've got an A plus an optative. Go back to page 97 now
Okay.
and look at the protases. Look at the
All right. Okay.
protases. A
Oh
plus
yeah.
an
So do
optative in two different ones. We've got a future less vivid and a past general, excuse me. Future less vivid. Do you see that? It says A plus optative.
yeah.
Good. Look over at the apodosis there on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Optative plus on in the future less vivid or imperfect in the past general. So let's see which one this is. Is
Well,
it a
it has
would you
on, right?
okay. So that's gonna make it which one?
Future less vivid, right?
Okay. If it's got an
Oh wait,
on,
if it's
right?
got
Does it
on.
have
No, it doesn't
does
have an
it
on. Sorry.
no, it
I'm
doesn't.
thinking.
No.
My
What's it
bad.
got?
Um.
Looking for its verb, right?
Yeah. Um. Is Suon? Are we talking about that?
Good. Perfect. And what is
Okay.
ethuon? That's
Echelon is um. Oh. Like had sacrifice.
no,
I
it's an
think.
imperfect. It's an
Oh, it
imperfect.
is? Okay. Yeah, so it would be
So
was sacrificing.
yeah, so it is a past general that we've got. It's an
Yeah.
A plus an, if you look at page 97, it's an A plus an optative in the protasis, followed by
Yeah.
an imperfect. And it says we translate that as did,
Okay.
did. So if somebody did something, right? If
Mm-hmm.
look at sentence number 5, and I'm just going to translate it. Follow my eyes. Follow it with your eyes while I translate. If the poets grapseon, if the poets wrote
Uh,
biblia, books, peridikes about justice, tais musais, hold on to that, tais poeton theois, ethuon. So if the poets wrote these things, ethuon, they sacrificed tais musais to the muses, right?
muses. Yep.
Tais, who are the theos, the goddesses? Poieton, that's a genitive plural. The goddesses of the poets. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do it one more
Um,
time. If the
okay.
poets wrote books about justice, they sacrificed to the muses, the goddesses of poets. Right? And then it just says,
Mhm.
for poets are just, right? Whatever. Um, okay. Do you see how it's a formula you plug in? Let's step back a minute because you're here. How do I step back? How do I get out of this? Boom. Okay. All right. Let's just be civil and say, look, you've had your conditionals. You've had
Yeah.
your conditionals. Where's your mind right now?
Um, I mean, it's a little overwhelming. I mean, I get it now. Identifying exactly and then plugging it in. Um,
Yes.
yeah.
It's something that if you had some extra time to sit down
Mhm.
You could run through some exercises and plug it in and figure out, yeah, that's this kind of conditional. And you've got to translate that conditional this way. So I think you've
That's
got it.
cool. Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful how logical it is?
Yeah, it's like math.
Yeah. And you have to use that box on page 97. That box is everything. Now, having given you conditional sentences, I want to tell you, they are now, after they've introduced verbs, they are now giving you all of the really complex ways that you can use verbs, essentially. So
Yeah.
they're gonna hit you over the next few chapters. But I want you to know that this particular bit on
Mm-hmm.
conditionals usually causes students the most difficulty. Okay.
Okay.
And it's only for one reason. Only for one reason. They fail to use the chart.
Okay.
They
Yeah, the
see
chart's
the
big.
if, they see the if in the a or the on, and they think, oh, I can just
Mhm.
power my way through it and I'll just, oh, look at the tense of this thing. No, it doesn't work that way, and you're screwed. Bad training. What I want you to do is I want you to be able to look at a sentence and to tell me what kind of conditional it is, and therefore
Okay.
you're going to translate it with this formula. Did, does, will do, whatever, should, would,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So that I want you to practice with a few of these sentences on your
Okay.
own. I want not right
Mhm.
now, but when you've got free time, I want you to
Okay.
see if you can figure out what kind of sentence that is, what kind of conditional that is, so you can name it. Right? They used to
Yeah.
scream at us. Number 6. What kind of conditional? And you had to name it, right? And you're sitting there looking at, oh shit, quick, hurry up. Everybody thinks I'm stupid, right? And it's a lot of pressure. But if
Mhm.
you can do that, if you can get yourself to the point that you
To
can
that
look at a
point.
Greek sentence that's a conditional and identify it right away, your translation is going to be head and shoulders above other people. Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What I want to do is I want to look at some vocabulary with the little time we've got left so that we don't tax our brains. I want you to go now to Unit 5. I want you to go to Unit 5. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. We don't need to use the computer anymore. Just put me on the screen where I can be normal. Take that off. Excellent. Okay. Maddalena, let's just enjoy this vocabulary, shall we?
Okay.
Page
You need to talk.
120, 129. What I want you to do is I want you to teach me the vocabulary of Unit 5 on page 129. I want you to tell me what the words say and what they mean. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ag agruos. Ag are okay. Ar arguros.
But
Aguru.
mhm.
Uh oh, it's silver.
What is it? Silver? Ah.
So
What is the periodic? I forget. What is the periodic sign for silver in periodic
it's
table?
and it's I don't know what it is.
Does anybody? I bet Cruz knows that. Cruz, put it out there. Let's see
No,
if we.
no, I don't know that. No, I don't know that.
Eight.
Okay. Somebody look it up then. What did I do? I started to. Here, where's my
Um
phone?
AG.
Okay, there we go. Very good. Fantastic. Silver. Arguros. Arguron. Arguru, excuse me. Notice, I want you to notice, Maddalena, that
uh-huh.
the genitive arguru, it has that Omicron upsilon diphthong on the end of it,
Uh-huh.
and that's going to drag the accent, right? We
Okay.
want to try to drag the
Mm.
accent. Look at how the accent in the nominative is arguros, but in the genitive it
Uh,
comes arguru. I just want you to realize because we're saying ooh at the end of the word, we're
Mm-hmm.
attracting that accent. Our
Okay.
depth, our depth attracts the accent. Okay, keep
Nice.
going. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go.
Argurion,
Hmm.
Argurio,
Hmm.
Argurio,
Hmm.
though. Small coin money. Arco, oh God. Ar Arco, so,
Hmm.
um, Erxa, oh wait, oh my God, I can't even say that.
You got it. Erxa, that's good.
Erga, Ergmai, and
Hmm.
Erthing.
Beautiful.
That's rule or command.
Hmm.
Balapto, balapso, eblapsa, beblapsa, be, beblamai, ebeblam, bane, or ebeb, ebeblapsane. Hurt.
Oh,
Harm.
look what we have there. That's a verb that's got two different six principal parts, eblabane or eblathane, with an unassimilated theta. What are these dirty people doing? Hurt or to harm people. Now you say, wait a minute, it can have two six principal parts? Yeah. Sorry, but that can happen. And is there any way to predict it? Not really. You're just going to have to memorize it. Okay. Oh, Blopto's got an extra principal part, essentially. Okay. I told you, Greek does not get it does not get any more difficult from everything that you've had, Maddalena. It just
Okay.
gets more. It's going to be
Yeah.
more and more and more.
Nice.
It's an endurance thing. If this is a test to see if you can hang in there for the
Uh-huh.
most intensive Greek that you can get. Okay, so keep going with the vocabulary.
Um, guy, guys, earth, didac, didakalos,
Gay.
didaskalos, didaskalu, teacher,
Good.
doxa, doxes, expectation, belief, reputation, glory, thanatos, thanatu, ho, death, athanatos, athanaton, undying, immortal, heroes, hira, hiron, holy, sacred to, hiron, hirudo, shrine, hikanos, hikane, hikanon, sufficient, capable, um, hippos, hippo, horse, mare.
Yeah, notice that you can have there a ho or a hey. You can do like a god and you can say you got a ho hippos, which is a stud, or a hey hippos, which would be a female stud, a studette, right? Or a mare, right?
Yeah.
Right? Also notice that you're flying over words that you're gonna realize, oh God, that's why they use these roots in English. There's a ton of roots here that we're being exposed to. But good, good. Yeah. Hippos, horse, right? Philip is the guy who loves horses.
Yes. Kin, kinduno, danger. Uh, litho, stone.
Yeah. What do we get in English from lithos meaning stone?
Um, I don't know.
What's one big stone? Mm, monolith, right?
Nice.
Lithium
Right.
monolith.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know why lithium is there, but yeah, it's technically from stone. Yeah, isn't that? Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Um, lithograph and all that kind of stuff like that. Anyway, keep going.
Okay. Uh, macros, macra, macron, long or tall. Micros, micra, micron, small, little, short.
So of course, macro in English being,
Yeah.
and micro, micro meaning small. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Pedion, pedio, to, plain. Peso, peso, epesa, pepeca, pepes, pepesmai, epe, epestain, persuade. Polemios, polemia, polemion, hostile.
Like
Pro,
polemic, right?
proso, proxo, ipraxa, pipraxa, do or fair, or pipraga,
Uh-huh.
pipragamai,
Uh-huh.
ipraxane.
Good.
Hard ones to say. Protos, prote, proton first. Hupo, by, under, um, under the power of, under with motion, toward, of time. Phobos, phobo, fearful. Phobe, phoberos,
Good.
phobera, pho, phoberon, fearful, like phobia.
Yes. Yes. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Turn to page 131 and look about halfway down the page. You see the root, the paragraph that starts the root of patho. That was a verb. It's got
Mm-hmm.
goofy looking principal parts. Patho, peso, epesa, pepeka, pepesmai, epesthane. I guess that's not too bad. Persuade. Notice that it says its root is path. The final theta of the root disappears in the future, the aorist, and the perfect. In the perfect passive and the aorist passive, it has been replaced by sigma. Now, are you ever going to remember these rules? No, you're just going to see it. But the reason they write this kind of stuff out is to give you an idea of the logic behind it. So that look, this is going to happen, the words are going to transform this way, and you're just going to have to recognize it. Again, this is something that's very, very difficult with Greek. There's so many word transformations. 1.5 million, which some people are saying that's way too low. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
It's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot. Like, if I were to give you an assignment over the weekend, I know you want to take a break, but if I were to give
Um,
you an assignment, I would say don't read anything. Just look at vocab lists from units 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just do vocabulary this weekend. And the best way to exercise your vocabulary is simply to read it. Just read it over
okay.
and over again. You're associating the words with their meaning. That's it. You reach your eighth time of doing it, boom, suddenly it
Mhm.
clicks. If I were you, that's all I do because you're going to need some kind of break this weekend to be able to jump into it on Monday. So, what I'd recommend is, yeah, you can practice your conditionals if you want, but what you really need to do is when you need a distraction, sit down with a vocabulary list for 15 minutes, read through a
Mhm.
couple of units, come back to it, the next day, read through a couple more units, get that
Yeah.
stuff floating and percolating. One of the reasons you did so well in the exam was vocabulary. And when I say this is experimental, I'll know now focusing on vocabulary from the beginning is productive, right?
Yeah.
With you,
For sure.
with you, it's
Yeah.
that's true. So, okay,
Mhm.
fantastic. Fantastic. I think we're both about bamboozled.
Yeah.
We'll start Monday with
Okay.
some actual readings from Greek because I want to pull your head out of the book for just a few minutes. So we'll
Okay.
start with some actual Greek that you can just
Mhm.
enjoy and you won't be under the pressure of having to translate. I'll be doing the
Mhm.
translation for you. What I want you to be
Okay.
doing is following me as I translate, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like me providing an example for you. You're going to be picking up
Mhm.
things that you don't realize
Yeah.
until later that you picked up from following my translation. So cool.
Nice.
All right. All right.
Cool.
What are your I need
Oh, this
some
is
things
fun.
to write down
I
in
like
my
this
notes.
chapter. That's cool. I like this stuff. So I'm excited. I'm excited for Monday. Yeah.
How is the intense experience feel to you?
It feels crazy. I don't know. I'm learning so many different concepts all at the same time and memorizing a bunch of stuff, and then like everything that's new that's coming is like feels enlightening in a way, but also painful. Yeah.
Yeah, like a good workout, you get it.
Yeah.
Please don't forget that moment that you had when you realized, I saw it today, when
Mhm.
you realized, oh shit, I can do this. Right? Number
Yeah.
one got you down because it was wordy and it was too much. Number
Uh,
two, you got it up here. It clicked. Boom. You plugged everything in. Boom. Bam.
yeah.
Right. Oh, so
Hmm.
don't forget you had those moments because there will be
Okay.
times in the future, especially probably the third week I'm anticipating, your mind will be telling you you can't do this. Don't listen to your mind. Don't listen to
Hmm.
your mind. Embrace the suck. Okay?
Okay.
Embrace
Yeah.
it. All right. All right. I will get back to it. It's let you chat with the group. And thank you for the good work. I'm going to talk about you tomorrow night without, you know, well, they know you from videos and stuff. So how do you want me to refer to you?
Maddalena is fine.
Fine.
Um,
Okay. Then I'll talk about you tomorrow night and in a good way, positive, I promise.
okay.
And
Thank you.
report to the group how the experiment is going. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And I'll talk to you Monday, 7 my time, 7 Mountain. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Cool.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amen.
Thanks to everybody. Good
Have a
job on
nice
your
weekend.
exams, people.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Almond.
Thank you, Almond.
All right.
Thank
Y'all
Chewy,
have
you.
a good night.
Maddalena.
Thank you, Chewie.
Good job, Maddie.
Yeah. Thank you, Chewy. Right.